It was the night when the stars were so bright, they seemed to hum with magic. In the heart of the ancient forest, a small figure fluttered between the trees, her wings shimmering under the moonlight. Her name was Lyra, the last of her kind, and she had a secret. The world had forgotten about her. Lyra had been born when the world still believed in fairies, when children made wishes upon stars and left tiny gifts beneath trees. But over the years, as humans grew older and lost their sense of wonder, Lyra's magic began to fade. She watched as her once vibrant wings became dull. Her laughter no longer carried on the wind. One wish was all she needed, just one spark of belief to keep her alive. Desperate, Lyra decided to take a risk. She flew to the highest point of the forest, where an ancient oak stood, its bark weathered with age. "Please," she whispered, her voice barely a breath, "grant me a wish, and I'll give everything I have left." She closed her eyes, waiting for the magic to stir, but nothing happened. The world was too quiet. Her wings drooped. Just as hope began to fade, Lyra heard a voice. "What are you doing here, little fairy?" Startled, she looked up to see a young girl standing beneath the oak tree, her eyes wide with wonder. Lyra's heart skipped. I'm trying to make one last wish," she said, her voice trembling. The girl smiled softly. "I believe in fairies." Lyra blinked, not quite understanding. "You do?" The girl nodded, kneeling down. "I've always believed. My grandmother used to tell me stories about fairies, and I promised myself I would never forget." Lyra's wings fluttered with a burst of magic, stronger than she had felt in years. The girl's belief gave her life, just enough to lift her spirit. She smiled brightly, her wings glowing with newfound light. "You've given me a chance," Lyra whispered. "Thank you." With a final graceful twirl, Lyra soared into the sky, leaving a trail of sparkling stardust behind. The girl watched in awe as the fairy disappeared into the night, her heart filled with joy. Lyra's magic would live on, as long as someone somewhere believed. And the girl would never forget the night the last fairy came back to life. What do you think? Do you believe in fairies? Would you have helped Lyra? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you love this story, make sure to like and subscribe for more Magica tales.